English Journey Podcast.
Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Journey Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Hi guys, it's great to be back here.
It really is. So Jack, today we have a topic that I think, actually I know everyone struggles with at some point.
Oh, definitely. To be honest, I was struggling with it just this morning.
Really? Already?
Yeah, unfortunately. So what exactly are we talking about today, Emma?
We are talking about goals, but not just goals generally. We're talking about setting achievable goals. Targets that you can actually reach without going crazy.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. That is such a key word, achievable. Because I think a lot of us, we dream really big, right?
Exactly. We dream big, which is good. Don't get me wrong, dreaming is great. But the problem starts when we try to do everything all at once.
Right. Like, for example, imagine someone says, okay, this year I'm going to learn Japanese, I'm going to lose 20 kilos, and I'm going to start a new business.
Yeah, and they want to do all of that by next month.
Exactly. It's just too much. I mean, have you ever done that? Have you ever set a goal that was just totally impossible?
Oh, absolutely. I do it all the time. Actually, let me tell you about last year. I decided I was going to run a marathon.
No way. A full marathon? That's like 42 kilometers, isn't it?
Yeah, 42 kilometers. And here's the funny part. I hadn't run in about 3 years.
Oh, wow. So, let me guess. How did that go?
It was a disaster. Total disaster. I tried to run 5 kilometers on the first day. My legs hurt so much that I couldn't walk properly for a week. And you know what happened after that?
You quit?
I quit immediately. I felt like a failure, so I just stopped.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's discouraging, isn't it?
It is. It's really discouraging. And that is why we wanted to do this episode today. We want to help our listeners avoid that situation. We want you guys to set goals that make you feel good, not bad.
Precisely. We want you to feel motivated, not exhausted. So, Emma, thinking about your running story, where did it go wrong? I mean, obviously the goal was big, but was that the only problem?
That's a good question. I think the problem wasn't just the size of the goal, it was the lack of a plan. I just said I want to do this, but I didn't think about how.
Right, you focused on the result, but not the process.
Exactly. I focused on the finish line. I didn't think about the training, the time, or my current fitness level. I wasn't being realistic.
Realistic. That is such an important word for our listeners. Being realistic doesn't mean you're lazy. It just means you understand your current situation.
Yes, that's a great point. Sometimes people think setting small goals is, boring, or maybe they think it's not impressive enough.
Yeah, like, oh, I only ran 1 kilometer today. It doesn't sound cool on social media, does it?
No, it doesn't. Posting I ran 1K isn't as exciting as posting I ran a marathon, but if you run 1 kilometer 3 times a week, eventually you'll run 5, then 10.
Exactly. It's about building the habit first. There's a saying I really like. It goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Oh, I love that quote. It's a classic for a reason, and it fits perfectly with our channel name, right? English Journey.
It does, because learning English is exactly the same.
Oh, totally. We see students all the time who say, I want to speak fluent English in 2 months.
Yeah, and while we admire the enthusiasm, usually we have to say, okay, let's slow down a bit, because if you try to learn 50 new words a day, what happens?
You forget 49 of them.
Yeah, exactly. You burn out, you get tired. So for this episode, we're going to break down how to stop this cycle of failure.
Yes, we are going to look at a specific method. Have you heard of SMART goals, Jack?
SMART goals? S-M-A-R-T?
That's the one. It's an acronym. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
I have heard of it actually. It's used a lot in business, right? But it works for personal life too?
It works for everything: fitness, language learning, saving money, anything.
Okay, cool. So shall we dive into that? Maybe we can break down each letter so everyone understands how to use it?
That sounds like a plan, but before we get into the details of S for specific, I want to ask our listeners a question.
Go for it.
I want you guys to think about a goal you failed recently. Just take a second, think about why you failed. Was it too big? Did you not have a plan? Just keep that in your mind as we go through the method.
That's a great exercise. Being honest with yourself is step one.
Okay, so we left off talking about the SMART method, and we asked everyone to think about their past failures. Hopefully, you guys didn't get too sad thinking about that.
Yeah, please don't be sad. We are here to fix it. So let's jump right into the first letter, S. It stands for specific.
Specific, right. So what does that actually mean in real life? Because I think a lot of people think their goals are specific when actually they're quite vague.
Exactly. That is the biggest trap. Being vague means it isn't clear. It's like a cloud. For example, Jack, if I say to you, I want to get better at English, is that specific?
Not really. I mean, it sounds good, but better could mean anything. Do you want to speak better, write better, understand movies better?
Precisely. It's too open. If your brain doesn't know exactly what to do, it gets confused. And when your brain is confused, you usually end up doing nothing.
Yeah, that's true. You just sit on the sofa instead. So how do we fix that? How do we make I want to get better at English into a specific goal?
Well, you have to zoom in, like a camera. Instead of get better, you could say, I want to learn 20 new vocabulary words related to travel.
Oh, I see. That is very specific. You know exactly what the topic is, travel, and you know it's about vocabulary, not grammar.
Right. Or if we talk about health, remember my marathon disaster?
Hard to forget.
Instead of saying, I want to get fit, which is super vague, I should have said, I want to run for 20 minutes without stopping.
That's a huge difference. Get fit is a dream. Run 20 minutes is an action.
Exactly. So for our listeners, when you are writing down your goals, ask yourself, who, what, where, why? If you can answer those questions, your goal is specific enough.
That's really helpful advice. The WH questions. Okay, so that covers S. Now let's move to the next one, M.
M stands for measurable.
Measurable. This basically means numbers, right?
Usually, yes. It means you need a way to track your progress. You need to know when you have finished.
Right, because if you don't measure it, you don't know if you're winning or losing.
Exactly. Let's go back to the English example. If your goal is just read more English books, how do you measure that?
It's hard. I mean, does reading one page count? Does reading a comic book count?
Who knows? But if you change it to, I will read one chapter of a book every evening, that is measurable.
Yeah, did you read the chapter? Yes or no? It's very black and white.
And that feeling of ticking the box, when you have a to-do list and you check something off?
Oh, it's the best feeling in the world. It's so satisfying.
It really is. And that feeling gives you dopamine. It makes you happy, and that motivates you to do it again tomorrow. That is why being measurable is so important for your psychology.
I totally agree. I think this is where people fail with saving money, too.
Oh, how so?
Well, people say, I want to save money this year, but they don't look at the numbers. Then at the end of the month, they buy a nice pair of shoes and say, oops, maybe next month.
I feel attacked, Jack. That sounds like me.
It's all of us, Emma. But if you say, I want to save $50 every week, suddenly you have a metric. You can look at your bank account on Friday and see, did I do it?
Yeah, and if you didn't do it, you can't hide. The numbers don't lie.
Exactly. The numbers tell the truth. So to recap so far, we need a goal that is clear and specific, and we need to put a number on it so we can track it.
Right. But Jack, there's a danger here too.
A danger? What do you mean?
Well, sometimes people get too obsessed with the numbers, or they pick a number that is just crazy.
I think I know where you're going with this. This leads us perfectly into the next letter, doesn't it?
It does, because you can have a specific goal and a measurable goal, but if it's impossible, you're still going to fail.
Like saying, I will earn $1 million by next Tuesday.
Exactly. It's specific, it's measurable, but is it possible? Probably not, unless you win the lottery.
Which brings us to A.
Yes, A. But before we explain A, I want to ask the listeners to pause for a second again.
Back to the homework?
Just a little bit. I want you to take that failed goal you thought of earlier. Now try to change it. Make it specific and measurable. Just say it out loud to yourself right now.
Yeah, give it a try. Turn I want to learn English into something with a number. We'll give you a second. Okay, hopefully you have something in mind. Now let's talk about A.
A stands for Achievable. And honestly, Jack, I think this is the most important one for keeping your sanity.
Sanity is very important. So achievable basically means, can I actually do this?
Yes, is it realistic for you? Not for Superman, not for your neighbor, for you, right now, in your life.
That's a key distinction because we compare ourselves to others on the internet so much. We see someone waking up at 4 a.m., working out for 2 hours, studying 3 languages.
I see those videos all the time. My morning routine. They look perfect, and then I feel bad because I woke up at 8 a.m. and had toast.
Toast is good, but yeah, if you try to copy someone else's life, you might set a goal that isn't achievable for your schedule.
Exactly. You have to look at your resources. Do you have the time? Do you have the money? Do you have the energy?
Energy is a big one. We often forget that we get tired.
We do. We assume we'll be robots. So setting an achievable goal means looking at your limitations and respecting them.
So, we are talking about keeping goals achievable. And we mentioned that you have to respect your own energy levels.
Right. There's a concept I really like called the stretch zone. Have you heard of that?
The stretch zone? Is that like yoga?
No, not yoga, although that would be good too. It's a psychological concept. Imagine 3 circles. The small circle in the middle is your comfort zone.
Okay, the comfort zone. That is where I like to be. On the sofa, watching TV.
Exactly. It's safe, it's easy, but you don't learn anything there. Now, the big circle on the outside, that is the panic zone.
The panic zone. That sounds scary.
It is. That is where you try to do something way too hard, like running a marathon with no training. You panic, you get stressed, and you quit.
Ah, I see. So the stretch zone is in the middle.
Precisely. The stretch zone is just outside your comfort zone. It's a little bit difficult, it feels a bit challenging, but it's not impossible. That is where growth happens.
That is a really good way to visualize it. So for our listeners, when you set a goal, you want to be in that middle zone.
Yes, if your goal is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you get stressed. You need to find the sweet spot in the middle.
Like, let's say you want to wake up earlier. If you usually wake up at 8 a.m., don't set your alarm for 5 a.m. That's the panic zone.
Totally. Try 7:30 a.m. first. That is the stretch zone. It's a bit uncomfortable, but you can do it.
That makes so much sense. Okay, so that covers A for achievable. Don't be a hero, just be a bit better than yesterday.
Exactly. So, shall we move on to the next letter? R?
Let's do it. R stands for relevant.
Relevant. Now, this one is interesting because people often skip it. They think, oh, I have a goal, so it must be important. But often, it isn't.
Yeah, relevant basically asks the question, why? Why do you want to do this? Is it actually important to your life right now?
Or are you doing it just because you think you should or because your friend is doing it?
Oh, that's a big one. Peer pressure.
I have a funny example of this. A few years ago, I bought a ukulele.
A ukulele? Really?
Yes, I saw a video online of someone playing a song and it looked so cool. So I thought, my goal is to learn to play the ukulele.
Okay. And are you a ukulele master now?
No, I played it twice. It is currently gathering dust under my bed.
Why? What happened?
Well, when I thought about it later, it wasn't relevant to me. I don't really like performing. I don't have time to practice music. It didn't fit with my other life goals. I just liked the idea of it.
That is such a common trap. We fall in love with the idea, but the reality doesn't fit our lives.
Exactly. So, for a goal to be smart, it has to be relevant. It has to matter to you. If you're learning English, ask yourself, why?
Right. Are you learning because you want to get a promotion at work? That is very relevant.
Or because you want to travel to London next year. Also very relevant.
But if you're learning just because, I don't know, your mom told you to,
Then it's going to be really hard to stay motivated. When things get difficult, and they will get difficult, you'll quit because you don't care enough.
that's the key, isn't it? Relevance equals motivation. If the why is strong, the how becomes easier.
That's a quote right there. If the why is strong, the how becomes easier. I love that.
Thanks. I think I read it on a poster somewhere.
Well, it's true. So, listeners, look at that goal you wrote down earlier, the one we're fixing. Ask yourself, does this actually align with my long-term plans?
Yeah, if your goal is to save money for a house, but your other goal is to travel to 5 countries this year, those two goals might fight each other.
Oh, that's a great point. Conflicting goals. Sometimes a goal is relevant, but it clashes with another goal. You have to choose what's most relevant right now.
Prioritizing. It's tough, but necessary. You can't do everything at once.
Nope. So we have specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant. We have one letter left.
The T. And honestly, without this one, a goal is just a wish.
It really is. T stands for time bound.
Meaning, it needs a deadline.
Deadlines. Everybody hates them, but everybody needs them.
It's true. If I don't have a deadline, I will procrastinate forever. I'll say, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes.
Exactly. Parkinson's law says that work expands to fill the time available for its completion.
Whoa, slow down, Professor. Break that down for us.
Sorry, it just means if you give yourself a month to clean your house, it'll take a month. If you give yourself 2 hours, you'll get it done in 2 hours.
Oh, that is definitely true. I can clean my whole apartment in 30 minutes if I know guests are coming over.
See? The pressure of time makes you focus. So your goal needs a date, not someday, not soon, but by December 31st.
Or by Friday at 5 p.m.
Yes, putting a date on it makes it real. It creates a little bit of urgency. Good stress, not dad stress.
Okay, so we've walked through the whole SMART framework now. SMART.
We have, but knowing the theory is one thing, doing it is another.
Absolutely. So maybe in the next part, we should try to build some actual examples together. Like, take a bad goal and turn it into a perfect SMART goal.
That sounds like a great idea. We can be goal doctors. We'll fix the bad goals.
Goal doctors. I like it. Let's do that.
Awesome. So stick around, guys. In the next part, we're going to put this all into practice with some real-life examples that you can copy.
All right, we are back. So, Emma, we've talked about the theory, but I think it's time for us to be goal doctors and actually show how this works.
Let's do it. I've got a sick goal right here. Let's see if we can cure it. Ready?
Ready. Let's hear it.
Okay, here's a goal I hear all the time. I want to be fluent in English.
Oh boy, that one is definitely sick. It's a great dream, but as a goal, it's a mess. It's not specific, it's not measurable, and there's no time limit.
Exactly. So let's apply the SMART framework. First, how do we make fluent more specific and measurable?
Well, instead of fluent, maybe we say, I want to be able to have a 10-minute conversation with a native speaker about my job.
Much better. Now we have a topic, job, and a measurement, 10 minutes. Is it achievable?
If the person is at a B1 level now, then absolutely. If they are just starting today, they might need more time. But for most of our listeners, it's a great stretch zone goal.
I agree. And is it relevant? Well, if they want to work in an international company, it's 100% relevant. Now we just need the time-bound part.
Let's give it a deadline. How about by the end of the next 3 months?
Perfect. So our sick goal of I want to be fluent is now a healthy goal. By the end of March, I will be able to have a 10-minute conversation about my work with a native speaker.
Wow, just saying that feels more powerful, doesn't it? It feels like something you can actually start doing today.
It really does, because now you know what to practice. You'll practice work vocabulary, not animal names or colors.
Right, you aren't wasting time. You are being efficient.
Exactly. And that is the secret to success. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter.
Honestly, Emma, I think this is going to help so many people. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you look at a big mountain, but when you look at the small steps, anyone can climb.
I love that. Small steps lead to big results. So before we finish today, Jack, do you have one last piece of advice for the English Journey community?
I do. My advice is write it down. Don't just keep your SMART goal in your head. Put it on a piece of paper, stick it on your fridge, or put it on your phone wallpaper.
Oh, that's huge. When you see it every day, you can't ignore it.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to change it if your life changes. Goals are there to help you, not to make you feel like a prisoner.
That is a great point to end on. Well, guys, we hope this episode was helpful. Setting goals is a skill, and like English, you get better at it the more you practice.
Definitely. We'd love to hear from you. Why don't you leave a comment with one SMART goal you are setting for yourself this month?
Yes, please do. We'll try to read them and give you some feedback. Thank you so much for joining us on the English Journey podcast today.
It's been a pleasure. Good luck with those goals, everyone.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Let's continue your English journey together. Subscribe for more lessons and watch this video next to practice your listening.